Namaste, namaste, and welcome to Saturday morning Vinyasa yoga. And today we're going to investigate sun salutations with a few added extras because in the month of June, I am doing a 300 sun salutation challenge, which is about 10 a day. So I've recorded a separate video about that for you guys. And if you want to join me, you can. And if you would prefer not to, that's okay. Or if you want to go to a different number of sun salutations, then you can. Today we're going to start seated for our seated limbering, and if you want to, you can use a little block to give you some support, and then we're going to do a breath practice after we've limbered up. So come to any comfortable sitting position using a chair or your mat. Feel the foundations of your body on the floor. And from that firm base, allow your body to lift lightly towards the sky. Close your eyes or gaze gently downward, resting your hands wherever is comfortable for you. First, observe the body. Make sure you're not holding or gripping, and simply allowing the body to sit comfortably in this yoga space. Notice any areas of your body that feel perhaps a little uncomfortable, stiff, tense. See if you can soften them gently just by bringing your awareness and releasing that tension. Notice at least one part of the body that feels at ease, light, spacious, quiet. And then notice the breath that you're breathing right now. When you're ready, you can gently deepen your breath by drawing your navel in as you exhale to exhale more fully. And then as you breathe in, breathing into the sides of the body, the back and the chest. Breathing out slowly, deeply, a gentle contraction across the navel to breathe out more completely. And then breathing into the rib cage, the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Breathing out slowly, deeply, fully. Breathing into all of the spaces that you can find in your torso. Allow your breath to continue in this rhythm. We're steadily building that relationship with prana and with our breath and our body. When you're ready, you can draw your chin towards your chest, just feeling a light length down the back of the neck to begin with. And if you want to, rolling your right ear to your right shoulder, chin back to the chest, left ear to left shoulder, and chin to chest. Going side to side, a little in each direction. Taking care not to ask too much of your body first thing in your practice, if not first thing in the morning. We're not looking for strain or any particular sensation of stretch, just a comfortable movement, which if you want to turn it into a circle, you can. If you are circling, going in the opposite direction as well, just a nice, slow, steady circle. And the next time your chin comes towards your chest, lift the head upright, and if you've had your eyes closed, open your eyes. Lovely job. So we're just going to roll through the shoulders a little bit. And we're going to take ourselves through our usual seated limbering, rolling in both directions. And then when you're ready, you can begin to move the rest of the body. So perhaps we'll do a little bit of torso circling or stirring of the low back. And again, you can take this in both directions, and perhaps you begin to feel the sensations of connections with your movement, your breath. Feel where the body is supporting and where it responds to your movement. Coming back to the center, perhaps doing some gentle side bending. The rest of our practice today is going to be quite vigorous, so we're going to gently warm through the body to prepare. And then the next time you're over to the right, perhaps doing some circles with the left arm. And you don't have to stay in a side bend. You can allow that movement to move your spine as well, allowing your head to move with your movement. Just feeling the chest and the back begin to warm up. Let's go the opposite way as well. Allowing a little firmness across your belly to help support. The next time that your left arm is up, just leaning over to the right and gently rolling your shoulder open and then rolling your chest closed. Nice softness in the elbow of the left arm will mean that there's much less strain on the joint from a long arm. And allow your head to follow your movement. Reach the left arm up, make nice big wrist circles in both directions. Feeling perhaps just an extra gentle length down the left side, thumb into the center of the palm, fingers wrapped around for wrist circles with a closed fist. Aha, please excuse me. You guys go to the opposite side. Well, and let Morag in. Apologies, Mary, you're on screen. There we are. Right. There we go. Super duper Morag. We're just doing some seated limbering. Reaching the right arm in circles. Allowing the spine and the head and the neck to move with. We've done the left side already, Morag, so giving yourself time if you need to. Going the opposite way as well. And then whenever you're ready, you can reach the right arm straight up and then draw the shoulder backwards and roll the chest forwards. Little firmness in the belly to create that firm support in the center. Just rolling, feeling the upper back and chest respond. And when you're ready, you can reach the right arm straight up and roll your wrist, long fingers. The opposite way as well. Before wrapping your thumb into your palm and fingers around. And again, making wrist circles with a closed fist and in the opposite direction too. Very good. When you're ready, coming back to the center, we're going to extend the legs out in front of us, taking the knees slightly apart, soft in the knees and rolling the ankles so that the toes come together and apart, the knees follow as well. So this is our both legs octopus, but not with our upper body. But if you want to do your upper body as well, just allowing the movement of the legs to give the spine and the arms an opportunity to respond. If it's too much to coordinate, it's okay, you don't need to do it. We'll go the opposite way as well. I find the opposite way much harder. So if you do, just noticing that as well. Very good. Now, if you have a need to, if you feel like you would like to, you can gently open the legs or one leg at a time and just shimmering from side to side, perhaps trying a slightly more involved forward bend over one leg or the other or in the center. You don't have to do that. I find that it's quite a nice way to open the inner thighs for me. We're not holding any particular position, we're just flirting with them, I guess. So just finding a way to move the body that feels good, and perhaps leaning slightly back, just swaying the knees from side to side, which is quite a nice way to ease off the hips after sitting for a little while, and then lifting the hips. Again, you can swing the hips from side to side in your tabletop position and lowering, doing any other movements that feel good. Perhaps you want to do a little bit more with the feet or with the wrists or the arms or the shoulders. When you're ready to sit, take your support, your block, a cushion or similar, and give your hips a bit of lift, because we're going to sit for just a little while to do our Kapalabhati stomach pumping breath. Excuse me, I've been taken by a sneeze, but it's not coming. There we are. So whenever you're ready, just coming into a comfortable spot, you can kneel, you can sit in a chair, you can sit with support. And here we want to sit upright, but allow the belly to be nice and relaxed. And if you haven't done Kapalabhati before, then you can do this first variation. And if you have done it and are familiar, you can practice in your own time. So Kapalabhati is, it's called the skull shining breath. It cleanses tension from the frontal lobe. It's a really good way to release stress, particularly after a fight or flight response. So if you imagine that you are driving in a car and someone cuts you up, then the response of the body is fight or flight. Gives you a bit of a scare, you get this rush of adrenaline, and that the body doesn't do anything with it because you don't run away and you don't fight anyone. So Kapalabhati is a really good way to release that energy from the body so that you don't carry it into your next conversation or your next interaction or just with you. So to do this breath, we rest the hands onto the belly, and we want to create a strike, a very sharp drawing in of the tummy muscles as we exhale. And it's really the navel that moves in and out. So we can practice by gently engaging through the navel and then releasing, and perhaps a little bit more firmly engaging through the navel and releasing. Let's do one more. Engaging and releasing. You can feel the tummy moving in and out. It's really important to have it relaxed in between. And then we're going to combine that with a breath. So imagine it's your birthday and you've got a cake full of candles and you're going to blow them out with one short, sharp breath. Do it a few times. And then just have a rest. Notice if as you exhale this sharp breath, whether you contract your belly muscles inwards. So that is often, or most often, the natural combination. But occasionally people have it the opposite way around, where their tummies blow out as they blow out. So we want to avoid that. Let's practice again with the candles. And we're trying to contract the belly as we exhale. And just have a rest. Now in between, we don't need to breathe in at all. We just have to relax the belly and the breath is drawn in automatically. So we want to avoid, that's not the breath, that's a different breath. It's not the breath we're doing today. So we want to avoid that very pronounced inhalation, just a soft, automatic inhaled response. Let's try this just using the tummy with an open mouth and seeing if we can force air out by contracting our tummy muscles. So just opening the mouth and then just with a contracted tummy. Okay, so we're going to give it one last variation in our introduction to Kapalabhati. And for this one, we're going to do a count. So I will say hum, two, hum, two, hum, two, hum, two. And you will contract and exhale on the hum, and on the two, just relax. Inhale happens automatically. So we'll take 2 deep breaths. We're going to start through the mouth, and if you want to, you can change to breathing out through your nose, which is where we're aiming for. Taking a deep breath in, feel the breath lift you as tall as you can sit. And as you breathe out, relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax the belly muscles. One more deep breath in. And long, slow, soft breath out. Then just take a normal breath in, and we're going to start. Imagine those candles. Hum, two, 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 hum, two. Through the nose if you can. Hum, two, 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 hum, and exhale. Relax your arms. Take 2 deep breaths. Feel the belly muscles relax and the spine lift tall as you breathe in. Feel the face relax, the shoulders relax as you breathe out. One more long deep breath in. And long, slow breath out. Then close your eyes and just allow your breath to find its natural rhythm and observe the effect of your practice. Kapalabhati is designed to stimulate energy in our center, to awaken a fire within. And it's also very useful for helping to tone the abdominal muscles and promote good breath action, so strengthen this respiratory system. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Let's release our legs as well. So coming off a block, if you're using a block, I'm just going to pop mine out of the way. And then if you need to give your knees a little bit of a rub, you can. It's helpful to rub down the sides and across the top and the bottom of the patella, the kneecap. And that's sometimes where you hold tension, just giving the legs a little bit of a sway. And then we're going to come up into standing for a little warm up, a little further warm up of the body before we do our sun salutations. So coming up to standing, allowing the feet to be nice and wide. They don't need to be too wide. The knees a little bent and then twisting from side to side. And this is just to help to release the tension from holding a seated position for slightly longer perhaps than you might be used to. Let your arms be heavy and loose. Let the arms wrap the body. If you'd like to, you can pivot on your toes. A little firmness in the belly muscles and feel the buttocks react. So as you move away from the leg you're turning away from, perhaps you feel the buttock engage behind you. And then when you're ready, you can bring your feet to stillness. Allow your body to sway back to steadiness. And just roll your shoulders when you come back to center, just a couple of times in each direction, just to, again, release any effort from sitting. We'll bring the elbows down to the sides, interlace the fingers, and then make figure of 8s with our wrists. So in the sun salutation, we don't have our weight on our wrists all of the time, but the wrists do quite a lot of work. And hopefully there's enough rest with other poses as well. But we will roll in the opposite direction as well. It's good to warm up the wrists regardless. And then you can take the elbows apart and flatten the hands and just do a little breakdancing wave here through the wrists, the forearms, the elbows. And reverse your direction when you're ready. Very good. If you'd like to, you can extend the right palm forward and just pull the fingers back towards the body. Soft in the shoulders, just stretching that inner wrist. When you're ready to release, bring the hands together in the center and then swap to the opposite side. Soft in the shoulders. You'll notice if you're doing too much, if your shoulders creep up to your ears. You can lengthen or keep the elbow a little soft as you choose, whatever is most effective. When you're ready, bring the hands back together and then just shake out the wrists. And I'm just moving my mat a touch this way. We need a little bit of space around the mat, not too much today. There's not quite as much rolling around on the floor happening today. But I have a little thing with lining my mat up straight, so apologies for that. Okay, so we're going to start with sun salutations. We're going to start with a gentle sun salutation and easing into this movement. So come to the front of your mat and have your feet your comfortable distance apart. So it might be hip width, it might be slightly wider, not too close together. Roll the palms of the hands forward to gently engage the shoulder blades towards each other. Feel the center of the foot lift while the rest of the foot presses down, lifting in the pelvic floor and the abdomen, lengthening through the crown of your head. Hold your Tadasana for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then inhaling here and exhaling the hands together at the center of the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up as you look slightly up, opening the chest. And exhale, soften the knees as you fold forward into our first proper standing forward bend of the day. So here we're going to hold just for a moment. Try to relax the back of your neck so that the back of the neck is long. And if you want to, you can sway your upper body from side to side if that feels like the thing that would help, or lengthen one leg and then the other. Or keep the knees very soft, whatever feels good to you. Just allow the body a few moments here, a few breaths, to find some space, some length in the back of the body. When you're ready, you can place the hands down on the floor and step the right foot back as far as feels comfortable, taking the right knee down and looking forward. First lunge of the day, rolling the shoulder blades towards each other. Don't dump your weight forward. Keep the feet very active so that you're pressing down into the feet to support the pelvis. From here, we're going to take the left foot back to the right foot into plank pose and spend a moment adjusting your plank, making sure that your hips are not too low. Better to have them high than low. Look ahead of your mat so the neck is long, firm in the belly, and then exhaling the knees only down. Stick your bottom out just a little bit more, almost like you were doing a cow pose, and then bending at the elbows to bring your chest and chin to the floor. The reason why we're doing chin today will be apparent later. Point your toes, hips are flat, firm the feet down, and simply roll the shoulder blades towards each other to lift your chest up a little. We're going to go up and down here for a few moments. So resting the forehead down to the floor as you bring the chest back down. Keep the shoulder blades rolling towards each other and down the back, elbows close to the body. Firm in the buttocks, firm in the feet, gently pressing up and releasing down. See if you can do it with your breath without using your arms. Gently up and down. We'll do one more here on this round. Gently up and down. Then from here, tuck the toes under, come back through hands and knees into downward facing dog. You can step your feet a little closer to your hands if that's helpful for the first dog of the day. Lifting the belly, lifting the tailbone, and just walking through your legs. As you do that, look under one arm and then the other. So you get a wriggle through the whole spine. And if there's any tension left from sitting, this should hopefully sort it out. Then from the center of your down dog, just taking a moment to ease your heels towards the floor. Perhaps they reach, perhaps they don't, that's okay. We're going to bend the knees and bounce the shoulders forward. So pressing off the toes, bring the shoulders forward and then bounce back, hips to heels. Pressing forward, hips to heels. We'll do one more like that, bouncing forward, hips to heels, and then use your right leg to come forward as well. Or move your right leg forward at the same time. So you come into a lunge pose. Again here, rolling the shoulder blades towards each other. Press into the feet so you firm the buttocks, you don't dump into the hips. And then we'll step both feet to the front, hands to feet, soft in the knees. From here, to come up on this first round, we're going to roll up. So bend the knees a little deeper, press into the floor with the feet, scoop the belly in, allow the body to drape as you round all the way up. As you come up to standing, reach the arms up into the air. Breathe in here and breathe out, bring the hands to the center of the chest. Release the arms, turn the palms forward, breathing in Tadasana, firm in the belly and the buttocks. Breathing out, bring the hands together at the center of the chest. Breathing in, reaching the arms up, opening your chest. Breathing out as you fold forward from your hips, but soft in the knees as you come down into your forward bend. Hold here just for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Breathe in as you step your left foot back, knee to the mat as you open your chest looking forward. And then hold your breath as you come into plank pose, looking slightly ahead of your mat. Then exhale, knees only down. Inhale, lifting the hips or the tailbone behind you. Get a little back bend going. And then exhale, chest and chin to the floor. Point your toes as you inhale here. And exhale, roll the shoulder blades towards each other. Bring the forehead to the floor. Inhale into a low cobra. And then from here, exhale through hands and knees if you want to, into downward facing dog. In your down dog, we'll always spend a little bit of time in the down dog, so set yourself up for success. Fingertips into the floor, heels of the hands taking most of the weight, and then pressing the chest towards the thighs so that you get some distribution of weight evenly into the legs. A little paddling through the legs here. When you're ready, coming to center for our bouncing forward. We'll do 3 bounces and step forward on the 4th. So drop the hips to the heels, bending the knees. Press through the feet to bring the shoulders forward over the hands, and then bounce back, hips to heels. Press shoulders forward, bouncing back, hips to heels. Press the shoulders forward. Bouncing back. This time, bring the left foot forward. Inhale as you look forward, opening your chest, roll the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, bring both feet forward. Stand in Tadasana alignment in your forward bend. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then bending the knees, rolling up, pressing into the feet, rolling through the spine, inhaling the arms over the head. Exhaling the hands down to the center of the chest. Release the arms and just take a moment, adjust clothing if you need to. So you're always welcome to roll up if you want to, but from here I will teach hinging, and so that is entirely up to you. Hinging is where you can keep the knees as soft as you like, but you bend from the hips so that you keep the spine long most of the time. Opinion differs, but some people find this easier for their back or easier on the low back than rolling up and down. Being able to do both is important. Okay, we're going to do our second round of sun salutation, and we're going to do the second and third round together. I won't make so many adjustments, so if you prefer this variation, you can do this variation, but there won't be so many knees down and whatnots. Okay. So let's stand in Tadasana, palms facing the front. Inhaling here, exhaling the hands to the center of the chest. Inhaling up, looking up, lifting in the belly. Exhaling, folding forward from the hips, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhaling, step the right foot back, knee down, open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose, look ahead of your mat. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Point your toes. Inhale as you roll your shoulder blades together. Come up to cobra, and we're going to hold as you exhale. And then inhale again. Gives anyone who's doing a different variation a chance to catch up, exhaling. Tuck your toes, and on your next breath, move into downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, you can continue to paddle or wiggle or do anything that you choose. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. Breathing in, lifting the belly, breathing out, holding it in. Inhaling, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Exhaling, lengthening through the back of the neck. Inhaling. Exhaling. Bend your knees as you inhale, drop your bottom. And as you exhale, shoulders forwards. Bend the knees again, and on your next breath in, step forward with the right foot, opening your chest, looking forward. Exhaling, both feet to the front, hands to the feet, head to the knees. To come up, inhale, look forward, lift the belly, lift the arms, reaching over the head, and exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, stand in Tadasana, palms facing forward. Exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, firm feet, firm belly, firm buttocks. Exhale, folding forward from the hips. Inhale, step back with the left foot, knee down, open your chest, hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Look ahead of your mat. Exhaling, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, firm the feet. Inhale into a low cobra. Exhaling here. Inhaling one more time. Exhale as you come into downward facing dog. And hold for 3 breaths. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale, hold it in. Inhale, firm the fingers. Exhale, firm the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your bottom to your heels. Inhale as you bring the shoulders forward. Exhale, bottom to heels, this time with the left foot. Inhaling, left foot forward, opening your chest. Exhaling, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up, lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the arms over your head. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, palms forward. Exhale, palms together, center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up and open. Firm belly as you exhale and fold forward, forward bend. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down, opening your chest. Hold your breath in, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Point your toes. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, tuck your elbows in. Inhale, firm your buttocks. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Hold for 3 breaths. Inhaling, lift the belly. Exhale, hold it in. Inhale, lengthening the tailbone up. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades a little bit together. Inhale, soften your elbows. Exhale, soften your knees. Drop your bottom to your heels. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, back, this time with the right foot. Inhale, step the right foot forward. And exhale as you bring both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, look up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step your left foot back. Open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Look ahead of your mat. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Point your toes. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, hold. Inhale, firm the belly and the buttocks. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale, hold it in. Inhale, shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, firm the hands to the floor. Inhale, press your chest to your thighs. Exhale, bend bottom to knees. Inhale, bounce the shoulders forward. Exhale back, this time with the left foot. Inhale the left foot forward, knee down, chest open. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up, firm belly, reaching the arms over the head. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. And just take a moment as you come into Tadasana. Adjust any clothing. My bottoms always seem to shunt downwards, so it's always a good plan. But take a few breaths. So we've done now 3 rounds of sun salutations, a warming round or an exploring round, and then 2 swifter rounds. And so we're going to do now 2 rounds without holding the downward facing dog. So if you need to do a slightly different version because you're making adjustments or modifications to your transition, then go with that and just do 2 rounds in your own. We'll take a breath at the end of this 2 rounds, and then we're going to add some extra postures to our sun salutation. So at the front of your mat, if you need to roll out your wrists or anything before you start or in between, go for it. At the front of your mat, turn the palms, firm the belly and the buttocks, lengthen in Tadasana. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening the front of the body. Exhale as you fold, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down, opening the chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra, just inhaling here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your bottom to your heels and inhale, step the right foot forward, opening your chest. Exhaling, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, release the arms, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Drop your bottom to your heels. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, palms turned forward, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, right foot back, knee down. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, firm buttocks. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your bottom to your heels. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, turn the palms forward, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, left foot back. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop bottom to heels. Inhale, left foot forwards. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Just take a moment again, resting. We've done 2 to each side without stopping in downward facing dog. It's a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more demanding cardiovascular wise. And it's yoga's version of a running, which Mary will be pleased about as she's our resident runner here. So you can do as many of these sun salutations as you feel necessary. 12 is recommended by the Shivananda School of Yoga for a warm-up to your yoga practice proper. And 12 is quite a lot to do. It's really 24 if you do 1 to each side. So I usually do about 6. You can choose. We're going to add a few extra bits now. So we're going to do a variation of the side plank on this round. And we're also going to do a three-legged dog on this round, okay? So we'll go a little bit slower for this next round. We'll probably do the variation twice and then have a little rest and maybe do 2 quick ones and then come for something else. Okay, so at the front of your mat, firm belly, firm buttocks, turning the palms forward. Inhaling in Tadasana. Exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening the chest, and exhaling, folding forward and down. Inhaling, stepping the right foot back and taking the knee down, and then just let your breath find its own way. So here, we're going to lengthen the right leg and just bring the left knee underneath the left hip and left foot to the floor. And then with our right toes, we're going to turn the toes so that the inside of the right foot comes to the floor and lift our right arm up towards the ceiling. So feel the lift underneath the center of the body. Press down into your left foot, shin and hand. Lift the body away. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. And if it feels okay, you can lift your right leg as well. Take a deep breath in. Ooh, it's wobbly. Deep breath out. And then we're going to bring the right foot down, turn on the toes, bring the right hand down, and simply lengthen the left leg to bring us into plank pose. From here, knees, chest, chin to the floor. We'll take our arms wide, wider than the mat. Firm the buttocks and the belly. Press the feet down and bring the chest up into a wide-armed cobra. We still want the shoulders back. We still want the elbows bent. And we're just going to gently wave the chest from side to side. It doesn't need to go far, just a little wiggle. Excellent stuff. Back into the center. Coming with the hands onto the mat, through hands and knees, or straight into downward facing dog. So here in your down dog, bringing your feet towards each other, firming the fingertips and the heels of the hands, really pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Try to anchor your left heel towards the floor, point your right toes back, firm belly, firm buttocks, lift the right leg up, and then bend the left knee and get a little bit bouncy on that left knee. So we're just going to bounce up and down a few times on that left knee, and then see if you can lengthen the left leg again, and then draw the right foot down to the floor, and then back up again. So we're going to go up and down with the long right leg, trying to keep the left leg as long as is possible, firm in the belly, firm in the buttocks. Very good. And then bring the right foot down, bend the hips down to the heels, bounce forward once, and when you're ready, bounce forward with the right foot, open your chest in your lunge, bounce forward with the left foot, come into your forward bend. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Let's try that on the other side. Inhale in Tadasana, palms turned forwards. Exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back and taking the knee to the floor, opening the chest. And then from here, just letting your breath find its natural rhythm, lengthen through the left leg and draw the right knee under the right hip. And here we're turning the inside of the left foot to the floor, firming the belly and reaching the left hand up towards the ceiling. See if you can draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Really feel that right shin and foot and hand pressing down. And if it feels like it's stable enough, you can float, she says, the left leg off the floor for a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then bringing the left hand and foot down, squaring, lengthening the right leg, coming into plank, and then taking knees, chest, and chin to the floor. This time, we're going to keep the arms nice and wide, but if you want, you can tent your fingertips, press the pubic bone down, engage the buttocks, roll the shoulder blades together, come up into a cupcake hand cobra, Elbows still soft. Inhaling here. Exhaling as you come down, hands underneath the body again, coming through hands and knees as you exhale into downward facing dog if you need to. Bring your feet together, firm your hands, press your chest back towards your thighs, lift your left leg up, and then bend your right knee and just bounce up and down on that right knee. So the left leg just follows, it doesn't have to go to the floor, it just sort of stays where it is. Then lengthen the right leg as much as feels comfortable. Draw the left toes down, firm belly, firm buttocks, left foot up. Left toes down, left foot up. And just doing this a few times, still really firm in your arms and hands. Last time. Then bringing the left foot back to the right foot, bend the hips to the heels, bounce forward once, and on your second bounce, draw the left foot up to the hands into your lunge, opening your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees, and then inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, Tadasana, palms turned forwards. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, same thing. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down as you open your chest. And then lengthening the right leg, just move the left knee underneath the left hip. Here, firming the inside of the right foot to the floor, lifting the right arm up, pressing down into that left side of the body, just seeing if you can lift the right leg as well. Don't worry if you can't. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, and then releasing. It's a wobbly one. Coming into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Wide hands for cobra coming up, and just a gentle shift of the chest from side to side. Excellent. Coming back to center, releasing down, coming into downward facing dog via hands and knees if you'd like to. Feet are together. Set up your down dog. Lift your right leg up. Soften the left knee and just let the left knee bounce once or twice. And then lengthening the left leg as much as feels comfortable. Bring the right foot down and up. Still pressing chest towards thighs. Still really using the arms, fingers, hands. When you're ready, this time you can try from the lifted right leg, bending your right knee all the way forward to step your right foot down. Don't worry if it doesn't work, just do the other one. Drop your left knee down, open your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, stand in Tadasana, palms facing forwards. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening your chest. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat as you open your chest. And then lengthening the left leg, placing the right knee underneath the right hip. Let your breath be completely natural here. Turn the left inside foot to the floor, reach the left arm up, lengthen through your whole body, lift away from the floor, and if it feels stable enough, lifting the left leg up. Woohoo! Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then releasing the left toes down, left hand down, coming into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Wide hands, cupcake fingers. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other, firming the lower body. For a cobra, breath in, and as you release it, out and down. Taking the hands underneath the body, coming into downward facing dog. Feet are together. First, set up your hands, make sure that your down dog feels nice and stable. And then lifting the left leg up, soften the right knee, and just bounce a couple of times on that right knee. Finding the strength in the back of the body, particularly the low body. Then lengthening the right leg, still pressing chest towards thighs, bringing the left toes down and up. Lengthening through that left leg. Firm in the fingertips, firm in the heels of the hands. From your left leg being up, see if you can draw your left foot towards your hands, coming into your left leg lunge, open chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. And then inhale to come up, look forward, lift the belly, lift the arms. Exhale, the hands to the center of the chest. And here we're going to take a rest. So release the arms, adjust your clothes if needed. Roll your wrists if you need to, or shake them out. And just take a few moments to wiggle anything that needs wiggling. So if it's rolling shoulders, if it's wiggling hips, wiggling wrists, that's quite a nice thing to do. So we build a lot of heat with our sun salutation practice, and that's what it's for. Yoga is cleansing by fire, and this internal heat is called Agni. That's the Sanskrit word for fire. So we want that, and we balance this practice with some cooling, which we'll do at the end as well. Okay, so now we've rolled our wrists. We're going to do 2 quick sun salutations and then add some more variations. So in the quick sun salutations, you can use the variations of your choice, but we're not holding the down dog. We're stepping into and out of it, doing just a normal low curve. As you stand in Tadasana with the palm forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening your chest. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down, open the chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. Exhale, namaste. It's like a flow. Inhale, standing Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, firm buttocks and belly. Exhale, folding forwards and down. Inhale, left foot back, open your chest. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, both feet forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. One more round like that. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up and opening. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step back with the right foot. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, step both feet forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, Tadasana, palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, left foot back. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, both feet forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Relax the arms down. Just take a moment in your Tadasana. Again, give anything that needs a wiggle. And whilst the sun salutation is designed to be done repeatedly, I think there's no harm in taking a few breaths every now and again. Fingers crossed anyway. So we're going to do a variation of the sun salutation called Maha Namaskar, the Great Salutation. And this involves some postures added at the other end where we add a Trikonasana. I will show you so it's easier to know. So in this variation, we would step from our downward facing dog, step the right foot forward and turn out the left foot. And then from here, come into Trikonasana. So lengthening the right leg and reaching the left arm up. And then from Trikonasana, you come up to standing, you take Virabhadrasana 2, you take a retreating warrior, an extended side angle pose, and then we twist over the front leg, lifting the back heel and take the hands down and step forward into the forward bend. So it's just a few added postures at the end here, okay? So I'm trying to think which way round is best. I'm going to do it this way round and swap my legs, but hopefully not swap my left and rights for you guys. Okay, so coming to the front of your mat, don't worry, we'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. Turning the palms forward as you stand in Tadasana. Inhaling here. Exhaling the hands to the center of the chest, firm belly and buttocks. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee to the mat as you open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. And then exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale into a low cobra, firm buttocks, firm the feet down. Exhale into downward facing dog. So here, we're going to bring our feet together and we're going to do that three-legged dog again. So we're reaching the right leg up behind us, but when we get the leg up, we're going to stack the right hip on top of the left hip, bend the right knee and bring that heel back towards the buttocks. So you get more of a sort of spiraling twist through the torso. Firm the hands into the mat, try not to let the shoulders move too much. Then lengthen the right leg, drop the hip back to parallel, and we're going to bend the left knee and step the right foot all the way forward between the hands. And as we do that, turn the inside of the left foot to the floor. Lengthen through the right leg, take your right hand off the floor if you need to do that to make both legs long, and then reach your left hand up to the ceiling. So it's not about reaching the floor, it's about that sense of expanding the arms apart, expanding the legs apart, firm in the buttock and the belly. Turn the left palm up to the ceiling, come up to standing. You're going to look over the middle finger of the right hand, bend the right knee, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. And then from here, we're going to reach the left arm down and the right hand up, firm in the feet. And then reach the right forearm to the right thigh and the left arm over the head, extended side angle. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling back into retreating warrior. Exhaling into extended side angle. Good job, girls. Inhaling. And exhaling. From extended side angle pose, we're going to pivot on the back foot as we reach the left hand forward. We can reach both hands down. So in a sort of a high lunge here. And then from there, step both feet to the front. Come into your forward bend. When you're ready, coming up, you can roll up or hinge up, reaching the arms and then bringing the hands to the center of the chest. Take a moment to stand in Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to swap ends of the mat. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in here. And then exhale, bringing the hands together at the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching the arms up, opening your chest. Exhale, folding forward from the hips, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat as you open your chest, looking forward. Press into your hands, hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into a low cobra, firm in the belly and the buttocks. Exhale, downward facing dog. In our down dog, we want to bring our feet towards each other and do our three-legged dog variation. So pressing into the hands, chest towards the thighs, lifting the left leg up behind us. And once the left leg is up, rolling the left hip on top of the right hip, bending the left knee, drawing the heel towards the buttocks somewhat, keeping the knees apart, firm in the belly, firm in the hands, And then lengthening the left leg, dropping the hip a little, softening that right knee so that we can draw the left knee all the way in, placing the foot down between the hands. We're going to turn the right toes to the right, firming that foot to the floor, and then lengthen through the left leg, lift the torso away from the floor, lifting the right arm up to wherever you need to be to feel that you can expand through the shoulders, expand through the chest, expand through the legs. Deep breath in, deep breath out, turning your right palm up, coming up to standing. We're going to turn the palms down, look over the left middle finger, bend the left knee, press into the right foot at the same time. Virabhadrasana 2. Then from here, reaching the right arm down, the left arm up, firm in the feet and the belly and the buttocks, reaching the left forearm to the left thigh, reaching the right arm over. 2 more times, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. From our extended side angle pose, reaching the right arm forward to pivot on the toes, bringing the hands down, bending the left knee a little deeper so we're in a high lunge, stepping the right foot in, folding over your legs, and we're just going to take a slightly longer forward bend here. So if you want to, you can widen your feet, soften your knees, hold elbow to elbow, sway the upper body. If you prefer just turning the backs of the hands to the floor, that's fine. Let the back of the neck be nice and soft, nice and long. Shoulders relaxing, swaying any tension out of the back of the body. When you're ready to come up, bending the knees a little deeper, pressing the feet down, rounding through the spine to come all the way up, firming the buttocks as you do. When you come up, reaching the arms over the head to reach up. And finishing with the hands coming to the center of the chest. Here, keep the hands in Namaste. Lift your chest. Take just your chin towards your chest. Feel that gentle stretching down the back of the neck. Smile to yourself. It helps to relax your jaw, your throat. And when you're ready, raising your head, releasing your hands. Opening your eyes if they were closed. And giving yourself a shimmer in any way that feels good. Awesome sauce. Okay, you can shake out your hands. We are done with sun salutations for this practice today, but we're going to do a little bit of counter posing, but counter breathing as well. So our first thing to do is sit again. We will, actually, do you know what? We're going to lie down. This is really what you should do after a sun salutation. We're going to lie down, but have a block handy for sitting anyway. So as you come onto your back, reaching your arms away from your body, softening your shoulders to the floor, keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor to begin with. And just allow your body a few moments to arrive in this position, to observe the effects of your previous practice and assimilate that information that you've given your nervous system. When you're ready, or if you want to, you can lengthen your legs into a sort of more classic Shavasana. And if that doesn't suit you, then you don't have to hold it. You can keep your knees bent. Here we're just going to take 5 deep breaths. So think about using your tummy muscles as you exhale, breathing deeply into the sides of the body, the chest, the back. Softening the face and the shoulders as you exhale long and slow and deep, and using your tummy muscles to exhale completely. Breathing into the rib cage, the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Breathing out long, slow, deep and complete. 3 more long, deep breaths like this. When you've completed your 5th deep breath, simply allowing your breath to fall into its natural rhythm, and notice if you feel restored. Is your heart rate back to normal? Does your breath fall into quietness and an easy rhythm? Does your body feel a little bit more rested than it did at the end of our dynamic practice? Then when you're ready, you can draw your knees into your chest. We're just going to rock ourselves around on our backs a little bit, making knee circles or movements that suit your spine and your hips. When you've had a little massage, then gently rocking through the length of the spine so that you can come up to sitting. Aces. Okay, so please excuse me, we're not going to use those blocks for sitting on. We're going to come straight onto our knees for dolphin practice. So in the Shivananda series, after you've done your sun salutation, numbering perhaps 12, at least 6, then we do a headstand stand. The shoulder stand series includes all sorts of other things, and then a series of other postures before relaxation. So we're not doing a headstand today, we're doing a dolphin, which is our alternative practice. So in your kneeling position, cross your arms at the elbows and hold onto your upper arms. And you really need to get the upper arms into that space between the thumb and the fingers, so that when you place your elbows down in front of your knees, your elbows are exactly the right distance apart for you. So here, we're going to open our hands, and I'm going to give you different ways to do this. You can place the palms flat on the floor and move the hands together so that the thumbs overlap one in front of the other and the index fingers touch. If you're used to doing dolphins, this is your alternative. It's a little bit like making a triangle out of your hands. If you are new-ish to dolphins, interlace your fingers, make a fist out of your hands and press that into the floor. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. We're going to take the knees back just by turning the toes under. So we don't have very much space between the knees and the elbows, just a little bit. Press down into your forearms and hands, and then lengthen your hips up just as you do for downward dog, taking the feet perhaps just ever so slightly further apart. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs, lifting in the belly and the buttocks, not the buttocks, the pelvic floor. And then we're going to look forward, maybe drawing the head and shoulders forward, and then look backwards, pressing the head and shoulders backwards. Looking forward and looking back. You might not move very much, that's okay. You might need to drop your knees to the floor, that's okay too. This is number 4. We're going to aim for 10, but if you need to do fewer, that's okay. We're going to do a second round, so leave yourself enough energy to be able to do both. I have no idea how many we've done. I'm going to call this 8, 9, and 10. Coming down with your knees, resting into the pose of a child, forehead on the floor. You can take your knees wider apart if you want to, and draw your hands down to your ankles to rest your shoulders a little bit more. Take a couple of deep breaths here, relaxing your face and your abdominal muscles, that space between the shoulder blades. Making sure your jaw is relaxed. You can open the mouth, wiggle the bottom jaw from side to side if that helps. Take one last deep breath in and sigh out through your mouth. Then roll yourself up to sitting or kneeling, for our second round. So give your shoulders a little bit of a wriggle if they need it. Dolphins are designed to really strengthen this space in the upper body. So from the chest and the upper back to the top of the neck to support our headstands. But this second variation we're going to do is more about strengthening the core of the body. So the space pretty much from the shoulders to the hips. So we're going to cross the arms again, but this time we're going to alternate the cross. So use the opposite cross of the arms. Take the elbows down a little bit further in front of the knees. Interlace your fingers in the opposite way as well, if you're using interlaced fingers. So when we open ourselves up into our down dog, but dolphin variation, our shoulders are, our elbows and feet are much further apart. Firm in the belly, firm in the pelvic floor, firming the hands and the forearms down into the mat. You can simply hold this looking back towards your feet, or you can inhale as you look forward, shoulders coming a little bit forward perhaps, and exhaling back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Don't let your elbows come apart, and press firmly into your forearms and hands. Keep your core muscles working. You come almost flat and then go all the way back. You can do this with your knees down as well. You just want your knees a lot further back than your elbows. I'm going to say we need to do 3 more. I've got no idea. I really need somebody in class doing the counting. Last one. And then drop your knees to the floor. Maybe this time widen the knees so that the body can rest a little bit closer to the floor, forehead to the floor, arms down by your ankles or over your head as you choose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Soften the face, the shoulders, the belly muscles and the jaw. Take a last deep breath in and sigh out through your mouth. Then hands underneath the shoulders to come up into kneeling again. So you'll be very pleased to know that whilst we've done some big strengthening and preparation for the headstand, headstand is not in our practice today. Not very pleased to know, but we're working towards it sort of in that general direction. We are going to find a wall or a chair to do our counter pose, which is Vipariti Karani, legs up the wall. And for this, you might also want a block. So when you're ready, you can bring yourself as close to your patch of wall as you can, almost so you've had to move the shoulder nearest to the wall out of the way. You want to sit towards that front side of your mat and then roll your torso down and your legs up. You'll probably do it a lot more gracefully than I. If you're tight in the back of the body, and many people interpret this as tight hamstrings, but more often than not, it's a bit more complicated than that. But if you're tight in the back of the body, you might want your bottom slightly away from the wall or your knees slightly soft here. If you're feeling like you can, then you can extend through the backs of the legs and allow the wall to hold not just your heels, but your calves as well. And possibly even more if you had your bottom on the wall too. Arms can be relaxed out to the sides. And just spend a moment allowing your body to arrive here in this inverted posture. If you watch your feet, you'll see the skin become a little paler as the blood drains out of the feet, out of the low legs. And this is one of the key benefits of inverted practice, is resting the venous return, the circulatory system in the legs. Also promotes a lowering of the blood pressure, which is great if you have higher blood pressure. If you've got really low blood pressure, this is as far as you go. If you've got really high blood pressure, this is also as far as you go. So we can gently roll the head from one side to the other. Just feeling an easing of tension from the back of the neck, particularly after our last practice. And if you want to, with the head in the center, you can wrap the arms over the body just to feel that space in the back of the body between the shoulder blades. Find the floor just like the low back is finding the floor. Take a couple of deep breaths, really softening the features of the face. If you want to, you can swap your arms around. If you feel that you've hit the sweet spot on the first side, you may not need to. It's entirely up to you. When you're ready, releasing your arms from their crossed position and taking hold of your block if you want to do a little bit more in this pose. So the reasons why you wouldn't do more in this pose are if you've got pressure in your eyes, problems with blood pressure high or low, or detached retina, problems with your neck. Everyone in this class is fine, but it's just in case this video is ever shared elsewhere. So feet onto the wall, rolling your hips up. We're going to place the block underneath the sacrum on its medium setting. So medium height underneath the sacrum. And you can feel that from the bony bits in the front of your hips. If you run your hands around, the block should be directly behind those bony bits in the back of the body. Extend your legs again so the legs are nice and long. Reach your arms out to the side. Allow your legs to be heavy into the pelvis, and the pelvis heavy into the block, and the shoulders heavy into the floor, the back of the head also surrendering downwards. If you need somewhere to look, and look between your toes, if you're happy closing your eyes, it's a great time to do that. This variation of the posture promotes a deeper, more relaxed breath. See if you can tune into it and further soften your face and the weight of your body downward. Check that you are not holding tension in your feet by wiggling your toes, relaxing in the legs. After your next exhalation, just preparing to move by sliding the knees down so that you can place the feet on the wall. We're going to turn the block to its lower setting, so lifting the hips, turning the block and releasing your hips down, lengthening your legs again. Maybe here you need to shift your shoulders ever so slightly. If you get an uncomfortable sensation of fullness in the head, like a head full of blood, then feel free to release out of this posture completely. If you're happy to hold for a few more breaths, relaxing your face, maybe even smiling a little. If you want to, you can gently roll your head from side to side, which I wouldn't recommend higher, but on this lowest block of the setting of the block is fine. When you're ready, you can gently bend the knees, use the wall for support to remove the block completely, rest your hips down, again adjusting the the rest of your body if needed. Just taking a last couple of deep breaths here. When we're counterposing dynamic practice, it's really good to use a steady or still posture that takes the effort out of the parts of the body that worked hard in the dynamic practice. In this case, our feet, core, hands. When you're ready, you can bend your knees into your chest. Do any movements that feel good, or perhaps just gently roll to one side. And we're going to take a short-ish relaxation now, but you might still want to put on a blanket or a jumper. So gathering whatever you feel you need. And coming into the relaxation posture of your choice, you might want something underneath the backs of the legs to support the knees. Depends on if you feel sensitive in your low back after our practice or not. Finding the relaxation posture of your choice, legs wide, toes falling out to the side, arms released away from the body with the palms turned upwards if you can. And then bring your body to stillness. Take a breath in and sigh out as you exhale. Repeat 3 more times. A long deep breath in, let all of your effort go. A long deep breath in, let your muscles begin to relax. Last deep breath in and surrender down into your mat. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm and fall away into quietness. Take your awareness into your forehead, feel it soften, feel the area between the eyebrows spreading. The area around the eyes releasing. Your mouth, tongue, jaw relaxing. With the face softening, take your awareness to the back of your body and allow the whole of the back of the body to feel heavy, warm, supported, and releasing down. Move your awareness to the front of your body. Become aware of the space over you and around you. Feel the touch of air on your face. The warmth of a blanket over you. The sensation of space in the palms of the hands. Draw your awareness to your breath and allow your body to find a nice, easy rhythm of breath. Each breath in draws in light, energy, harmony. Each breath out releasing tension, fatigue, discomfort. Each breath in, drawing in calm, peace, love. Each breath out, releasing anxiety, sadness, conflict. Allow your breath to fall in this rhythm for the remainder of your relaxation. The body and mind relaxing a little deeper with every exhalation. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into your fingers and toes by wiggling them around. When you're ready, you can roll the ankles, roll the wrists. In your own time, take a deep breath in and stretch the body in any way that feels good. Maybe stretching the face in a yawn as well. Continue to make any movements that feel good to you. When you're ready, you can bend your knees in, hug them towards you, and roll around on your back. In your own time, find your way onto your side, just keeping your eyes gently closed. When you're ready, come into any comfortable seated position and rest your hands over the center of your chest. Take a moment to note how your body feels now compared to how it felt at the beginning of your class, and how your breath is moving now. I hope you've found some ease, and if you have, allow a gentle smile to come to your face and open your eyes. Namaste, guys. Well done for approaching this dynamic class with vigor. I hope that it leaves you feeling great for the rest of your weekend. See you again.